In this video, I'm gonna show you how to meal prep chicken so it tastes like Nando's chicken. And if you ever had Nando's chicken rocks. And if you don't like Nando's chicken, you will like this chicken. We have chicken thigh and chicken breast here, and I'm gonna be preparing 500 grams of the chicken thigh and about 500 grams of chicken breast. Now, for those who are really strict and only like the chicken breast, or they just eat chicken breast, I think you guys are sad, no offense, but fatty cuts of meat, you want to include some fatty cuts of meat in your diet, for sure. And the reason why I say that is not just because it's more delicious, but because you want to have your fat-soluble vitamins, right? So your fat-soluble vitamins are A, D, K, and E. And in actual fact, a high-protein diet depletes vitamin A. And vitamin A is essential in the assimilation of protein. So nature didn't get it wrong. You don't just want to be protein, protein, protein. You do need to have the fats that are going to complement the protein, right? So when we look at our chicken thigh is pretty much ready to go to be seasoned, right? So we don't need to cut it up. It comes in these I like 2 chicken thighs per meal. For if you're small and don't have the appetite, you might go just 1 chicken thigh per meal. Probably like females, probably just gonna go 1. For males, you're probably gonna go 2. When we have our chicken breast, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it in half. I like to just cut it straight down the middle. And no, I'm not a cook, which you can tell by my, look, I'm just a gym dad, right? So like, I can't cook to save myself, but I can. So, you know, this, if I can do this, anyone watching this video can do what I'm doing, right? It's nothing special. I do not have any cooking skills. I would describe myself as the anti-cook and someone who really can't cook. So some hacks, right? Some simple goes-tos. Salt and this thing, right? This is Slap Your Mama. There is, you know, pretty much no calories in this Slap Your Mama. If you like spicy, a little bit of bite to your food, you can use that. I'm gonna use 2 different things here. So I'm gonna put this on the chicken thigh, and the reason why I'm gonna put this on the chicken thigh is because the chicken breast is, I'm not gonna put any oil on the chicken thigh because it already has the fat. On the chicken breast, I'm gonna put some oil and I'm gonna use the marinade. Or the sauce, I should say. So I'm gonna be pretty liberal with it, right? And then we just massage, put it all through. Let's get a little bit more so it gets on both sides. You know, it's all good. How much do you like spice? There's quite a lot of spice on there. I like spice a lot. Spicy life. Gotta love the spicy life. Spicy life! So let's get it all in there. Massage it through. Super simple, right? Super simple. Let's get a little bit of salt happening as well. A little bit of salt happening here. Massage it through. I like that. Now we're putting this on the grill, right? Now because we're putting this on the grill, is 30% of our seasoning is gonna be lost. So I'm gonna season this 30% more than if I was doing it in the oven. So you do need to use a little bit more. Now, when it comes to the chicken breast now, I'm just gonna put a very light dose of olive oil on it. If I have any, there it goes. That's probably even too much. I just wanna just give it a light coating so it doesn't stick. I'm just gonna use some of the oil that I put on that one because I put on too much. Just cover it in. Okay, so I'm not gonna use the Slap Your Mama. I am gonna use the salt. And again, I'm gonna be over salting the chicken breast because we're gonna lose a lot of this once we hit it on the grill. So let's over salt the chicken breast. Really get a lot of salt on there because it is gonna be lost once we hit the grill. Now, I'm gonna pop that in here and you can see how non-cooking person I am. We're gonna grab this, open it up. What's this one called? I got this the other day. It really is quite delicious. Red Clippered Jalapeno hot sauce. So how much do you like hot sauce? Oh, there we go. We love hot sauce. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna give that a bit of a marinade along with the olive oil that's already on there. And I think that one is pretty much ready to go onto the grill. So we have our chicken thigh. I think we need a little bit more hot sauce personally. You can never have, well maybe, yes you can have too much hot sauce. You can definitely have too much hot sauce, but it has a bit of a mango tang. So let's get that in there. And the reason why I've picked it, I like the seasoning on the chicken thigh because chicken thigh is a bit fattier, it's more moist, it has more flavor. Chicken breast is a bit drier, so I like to use more, like some of these marinades. Well, not even marinades, that's a sauce, right? It's a sauce, but it's a low-calorie sauce. You've got salt, the sauce, hot sauce. That's gonna come up fantastic. A tiniest bit of olive oil. I didn't measure it, just eyeballed it. That's gonna taste sensational on the grill. So we have our chicken breasts and our chicken thigh, 500 grams, about 1 kilo of each. This will last me probably 2-3 days. And I'm gonna cook it up, put it away, and you'll see how magnificent this chicken is. If you're someone who has midnight cravings, or you need things in your fridge to just kind of like eat and snack on, you make this chicken, you do your meal prep right, you're gonna eat a lot more protein, it's gonna fill you up, you've got your meals ready. Don't get the guesswork out. You shouldn't be guessing. Your nutrition should be somewhat boring. It should be boring, but it doesn't mean it can't be delicious. Now that we've seasoned and marinated our chicken, we're gonna move to the Weber. So let's take this cover off, abracadabra, we have a Weber. So now let's turn on the gas. Let's open that bad boy up. Super easy cooking. For someone who doesn't like cooking, I use the Weber every day. And let's get it heated. Away we go, the flame on. We don't ever just put anything cold on the Weber. We need to preheat this. I usually preheat this, and the reason why I got my phone is because I like to preheat it for 5 to 10 minutes based on what I'm cooking. As I'm cooking chicken right now, I'm gonna preheat it for 5 minutes on the clock, and then I'm gonna give it a bit of a clean. You'll see exactly how I do that in just a sec. Alrighty, so we have our 500 grams of chicken thigh, 500 grams of chicken breast, ready to go. Let's get this on the Weber to make our meal prep, picture perfect, Nando's style chicken. And if you are from somewhere in the world that doesn't know what Nando's is a delicious chicken company. This is actually, I'd say, even better than Nando's. So, spicy chicken, meal prep, easy to do. Do it for dinner, do it for friends, loved ones, high in protein, low in calories, high in deliciousness, and most importantly, good for gains. Because let's face it, folks, that's really what it's about. It's about building muscle after those hard, grueling workouts. And we want to be prepared, because preparation is the key to doing things long term. There we go, our chicken is on the grill. We're gonna shut that. We're gonna put it on for exactly 5 minutes. So we're just now done our first 5 minutes. Now we are gonna flip the chicken on the grill. So we've done 5 minutes one side, and on the Weber, one of the things is, that's why we like to put a little bit of olive oil for the chicken breast specifically, is because it can stick a little bit if you use your grill. So you just wanna really get in there with a long pair of tongs so you don't burn yourself. As you can see here, what I'm doing, a little bit of the chicken is stuck to the grill. That's okay. It happens from time to time. And that's why when we clean the grill, we like to do it when it's nice and hot, because everything just burns straight off using that steel wheel. So I'm just flipping all the chicken now. This meal prep will probably last, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, anywhere between, probably not 8 meals, quite 8 meals, but probably around like 5 to 6 meals is what we're looking at here. So about 3 days. So let's put our timer on, another 5 minutes on the clock. We don't want to overdo chicken. Actually, I'm going to change that 5 minutes and make it 4 minutes, because that's almost ready. So another 4 minutes, so 9 minutes total. Anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes on the grill, depending on the thickness of the chicken, is where I find the sweet spot. So this one is going on for 9 minutes, and we will have delicious spicy chicken, ready in 3.5 minutes. So our chicken is finished. Now it's time to prep and make sure we store our food correctly. In storing our food, make sure you store in a glass container. Plastic leaches, especially when you heat it up. Avoid BPA, avoid any plastic containers. Get glass, get ceramic. So I'm gonna put my chicken thigh in here. Oh, that burnt my bit of hot oil, just dripped down and burnt my foot. Don't do that. That's what not to do. Lucky I was wearing these you can see the burn mark here. We have a casualty. But lucky I was wearing these, whatever these shoes are. So here's my chicken breast. And also the other thing is I always turn off the flame first. So also good I turned off the flame to avoid any other mishaps. So I always like to turn off the flame when I know I'm done cooking. And I know these are done because a lot of these are sticking to once it's really sticking to the grill, you know it's done, right? So all that can stay. So you can see here, we have our chicken breast, we have our chicken thigh, our meal prep is done. Now, another thing on cleaning the grill, normally what I like to do is just leave it as is. I like to close the lid, and the next time I use it, when I heat it up and preheat it, that's when I'll clean it. I always find that. And obviously then making sure you always turn off the gas. For me, this is just routine, easy to do, easy to remember. So there it is, folks. Here is our meal prep done, our chicken thigh, spicy chicken thigh, and spicy chicken breast. I'm gonna let that cool for a little bit. This is how I would do it. For me personally, I'd be looking at one cooked. It's about 165 grams for me personally. When I have it cooked, about 200 grams raw chicken. And if I'm having a chicken thigh, I usually have 2 chicken thighs, which is about a little over 200 grams of uncooked meat. That's the meal prep. What I would add to this is either rice, sweet potato, vegetables, and then I've got my full meal. So really, really easy way to get your protein in, prepare your protein, do it at the start of the week. If this is all you did, you'd definitely be further ahead towards your goal. One of the first things I like to do with all clients in terms of implementing nutrition advice is to help them meet a protein goal. And this preparation will certainly help you meet a protein goal. Probably looking at doing this a couple of times a week. You could obviously prepare more if you're eating chicken more often. For me personally, I like to have mince in the morning, chicken throughout the day, and a nice steak at night. If you've enjoyed this video, my kids made me this play button as an encouragement for me to get an actual play button from YouTube. So it would mean the world to me and my kids if you would subscribe to my channel for more great videos just like this one. Train hard, eat well, and supplement smart.